Please give a warm welcome for Nick Makosky.
My brother called me. He goes, hey, Nick, I need some advice on girls. And I'm like, okay. Like, how do you tell your brother you're a fucking loser? Like, how? He's my little brother, too. Like, he's supposed to look up to me. Like, I don't know how it works. He's like, there's this girl in my class, and I really like her. And I was like, all right, that's cool. And he's like, but there's only 2 girls in his whole school. He goes to, like, this special private school because mom and dad loved him a lot more, so they sent him to a nice school. I went to public school. That's why I'm standing here right now. So there's only like 2 girls in his whole school. Like, did you ever throw one piece of bread into like 100 pigeons? It's pretty much probably what his school's like. So he talks to me and he's like, I really like this girl. I want her to like me, but you know, she's like the only girl and there's a lot of competition and stuff. And I'm like, all right, let's see what we can do here. I was like, does she know who you are? He's like, yeah, I'm the only white kid. Because he goes to school in like southern Florida. So he goes to school in Cuba, basically. Like, Fidel Castro is his principal. That's how close to fucking Cuba he is. So I'm like, okay, does she like white guys? And he's like, no. Nobody down here likes white people. I'm like, okay, first thing you need to do is fucking move, because everywhere else in the country, golden. You're fine. Everywhere else. But I told him, I was like, all right, to get her attention, what you need to do is you need to make like a romantic gesture towards her. That's what you do. Whenever I was in school, I really liked this girl, and I made a romantic gesture towards her. So I told him, I was like, what you do is you find her locker number, and then you break into her locker. It's not breaking and entering, it's romantic. That's what you do. You break in, and you put a pickle in her locker. He's like, what? I was like, just do it. He's like, then what do I do? I'm like, do that, and then call me back after you do it and tell me what happens. He's like, okay, I trust you, I'll do that. So he does it. Like a week later, I'm rewatching Magic Mike, and my brother calls me. It's a good movie, I don't know what to say. I watch it a lot. And he calls me, he's like, hey, I just got suspended. I was like, what would you do? He's like, I broke into that girl's locker, and I put a pickle in her locker, and then she caught me, and I got suspended from school. And I was like, you put a pickle in a locker? Why the fuck would you do that? He's like, because you told me to. You told me. You said, go to her locker, put a pickle in her locker, and that'll get her attention. And I was like, does she know who you are now? She's like, yeah. I was like, you're welcome. That's what big brothers are for. All right, you guys have been a great crowd. I'm Nick Makosky. Have a good one.